Mm, Hey y'all. Um, this is gonna be a pretty short live, but because I feel like I need to create a schedule on this, honestly. Um, but hold on, I could just do this. I feel like I need to create a schedule, honestly, but just know y'all gonna be seeing me once a week. I can't say when it's gonna be. I really didn't plan to come on here today because I was actually just supposed to be getting off because I took a gig side job until my job starts next week. Fingers crossed, because I don't know what the fuck is going on with my background check, but it's irritating me. Um, but yeah. What was I about to say? What's up, y'all? It's your girl B Rose, aka Black Rose, coming to you with another exclusive. And so, in the midst of y'all know, I was looking for a job or whatever, and just things that's been going on in life. Another one of my classmates has passed, and me and this person was actually not in close contact. Hello, everybody, welcome to the live. We wasn't in contact uh recently. Like the last time I talked to him was the summertime, right after the death of one of my other classmates, or maybe even a little bit before that. But we would come in contact here and there, and one of the last messages that he sent to me, especially when I was like on Snapchat, I think he said something like, when are you gonna let me marry you?" or something like that. And it was just cute. It was sweet. From when I hadn't heard, like before that, I hadn't heard from him in a while, and then after that, we just was texting, talking or whatever. Um, so just to go from that, and yeah, I'm good. Just to go from, just knowing that somebody was here, because I feel like I know he was going through it with life, trying to get a car, trying to get a job, a good job, just trying to find your footing in this place called life. And the simple fact that, yeah, I'm good. Um, just to find your footing, and then for him to lose somebody that was close to him, to now you're gone in less than a year is just crazy. I was hoping it wasn't nothing, you know. I was hoping that it wasn't nothing self-inflicted, but I just got word that it wasn't, which is great, which is fantastic. Um, but it's still like it's just starting to settle. Like I'm just starting to really process it. Like this person really not here no more. It's so crazy. He had a special place in my heart because he was the person that told me that one of my loves in this lifetime um was married, and they had yet to disclose this information to me, and we was like this. So I was just confused on, why does this person know this information but you have yet to tell this information to me? It might have been public knowledge, but my eyes weren't in the public, if that makes sense. So it's just like he had a special place in my heart because he didn't even know the information that he gave to me. But it's just crazy that he's no longer here. He didn't have any life insurance, which is kind of crazy because he was in the military, and I don't know if it because of the way he got out that he couldn't receive his burial. Um, but I'm just like really just processing it, and y'all are like my safe haven. A lot of the times whenever I get on here, like my mantra used to be, whatever I tell y'all, it happens in fruition. Like whether it's plans for what's in my life or, just certain things that I would talk about, especially during my season 1 and season 2. If you was here for that, let me know. Let me know. I cannot wait to start back vlogging, y'all. Like I can't wait. I mean, not start back vlogging, but to get all of the old content out and to bring the new, just get back to doing what I love. But the power of now, that's all we got, is the power of now. And it's just crazy. um I just wish I knew what he was going, like what was going through his mind, like now in the current state. But I'll never know, because you know how like you can try to be there for somebody, but I'm not gonna say they don't necessarily want you there, but they're trying to figure it out without other people around, which is something that I love doing. Like I love trying figuring out my life with no audience. Granted, I feel like maybe sometimes an audience is needed, not for the validation or nothing, but for the community and then for advice. Um, because one thing I've learned in this life is that sometimes you have to be left alone, or you have to leave people alone in order for them to grow and flourish and go in the way that they need to go. Like, because I remember I had a friend who did that to me, and I took it as like a diss, or I took it in a way that he really didn't mean to. But it was just like, fuck, like I needed somebody to be there. Like it was during the loss of my mom. Like I needed somebody to be there with me, somebody that I could talk to, somebody that I could fight it. Like, but at the same time, he didn't know how to be there for me because um I'm sorry, that mess I was thinking about that message because I'm probably gonna talk about that too. Um um what was I even saying? I'm sorry. But yeah, sometimes in life you have to be left alone to deal with the hard things, or God will push you into being alone to deal with the hard things so that you can lean on him. And sometimes that's kind of hard to understand when you still want to do and be, still want to do things the way you want to do them, and he's pushing you and he's molding you and he's kneading you and he's transforming you inside and out, but you're trying to hold on to what's here versus where he's trying to take you. And it's just crazy. Like his death is really just starting to like process, because he was a good spirit, he was a good time. Like granted, we didn't get to spend a lot of time together, but the times that we did, the phone calls, the messages, the one time that he did come to my house, like, and we sat outside and we smoked and we talked, we fell asleep in the car, like I think I had just came back from my cruise, which was the last cruise I went on, which was in 2018. And I left my little, because I had got like this little zipper wallet thing from Aruba, and I left it in his car. Because I wanted to, I showed him the stuff, and I left it in his car. And it was just like small fucking moments, bro. And I just wish that he could come to the next phase of my life with me. Even if it wasn't like necessarily with me, but just in this, just on this plane. um Shit is crazy. Like, my graduating class has lost multiple people. Like, we didn't even last a year after graduation. So I know to talk about death is kind of crazy, but this is, it's inevitable. That's the only thing that's guaranteed. You don't know your expiration date, but you do know that you're gonna die. So whether it's before your time or at the right time, but is there really a such thing as before your time? Anyway, yeah, so before I even say that, there has been said that my high school was built on a graveyard. So my graduating class 2014 has lost maybe Nike. Nike died after graduation. Like, literally, we graduated that June. Nike was going that February. And I remember this because I had went to Florence, South Carolina, to go to Francis Marion homecoming. Their homecoming is always was always at the beginning of the year. They had a different seat, like their homecoming was different from all the other colleges homecomings. And we all, it was a bunch of us that went to my best friend's school to go to their homecoming because we used to always hear how lit it was. So we literally went out that night. Me, my best friend Melissa, Jaquan, G, I think Simone. It was like a lot of us, and we went out that night, partied of course, and then we woke up to the news of one of our classmates getting in a car accident. Um, and then Damien, I'm not really sure how he passed away, but he died, and our class was unaware because I don't know if we thought he moved or he was in jail. Me personally, I thought he was in jail because he was always a hothead. He was always bad. So we thinking he's incarcerated somewhere. That's just, the nature of things. But no, turns out he died, and we did not know because we honored all of our classmates who died. Like, we make sure we show up to the funeral. We do the flowers, we do the shirts. Like, we show up, and we weren't able to do that for him. Then it was CJ. CJ died 2022. Was that March of 2022? I want to say March of 2022. CJ passed away in a car accident. He passed away where his brother had passed in a car accident, like literally same spot. Quinn, car accident. She passed last summer. And with Jock, I don't want to say his cause of death because I'm not really sure, but I asked in the group chat because they didn't disclose his cause of death, and I wanted to know because he was just, I just was thinking about him. Like, I got out the house because I went to go get some sunflower seeds, and none of the stores had the ones that I wanted. Granted, I could have went to the big store, but I didn't want to. I didn't even want to go to the second store that I went to. So it was just like, I'm gonna just go home. And that's when I sent the message of, do anybody know his cause of death? And one of my classmates did message me outside of it and told me what she heard it was. And that is pretty fucking crazy. Um, but yeah, y'all. I don't even know what to say. It's just like, God. It's just like time, man. Which is why I guess now I'm just so much in my like I'm about to start crying. I'm just so much in my want to be stable, my want to be grown, me wanting to finally leave my childhood home, me wanting to like finally essentially start my life so I can have something to leave behind. This literally came out of nowhere. I did not get on here for this. But I essentially just want to start my life. Like whatever that may be, like I might as well just tell y'all, like, so before I got this job at the hospital, my goal was to join the military because my dream job, whatever. So my goal was to join the military because it's an immediate culture shock, and then you just start like you're just in it, and there's no getting out of it. And that was like one of my biggest reasons for wanting to join because it's something that I can't leave. It's something that I have to be committed to unless there are legal proceedings that go at like I just wanted to like shock myself, force myself into something new because I don't know if I'm comfortable. I don't know what it is. Like it is not that I'm comfortable. It's just the ending of my year didn't go as I thought it should have went. So I'm at the beginning of my year and I'm still living in the fucking past, if I'm being quite honest. And it could be my period too, child, because Mother Nature just came and she just whatever. Like it could be a combination of the things, but at the very same time, I just want to essentially start my life, become a big girl, like, cause I don't feel like I'm a big girl. Like, I want to be a big girl. Like, I'm ready to be with the man of my dreams, have babies, have a house or some land, like be healed, be whole, like, and that like death always puts that into perspective for me, because I felt like that when CJ died. I'm just like, yo, like and specifically with CJ, because I felt when I went to CJ's funeral, I felt what I felt when I had to lay my mom to rest. I got weak in the knees and I just started crying. Like when I say weak in, like I feel like I was about to pass out. Like that was the first, like those two experiences. It was just like, yo, CJ specifically because he was a hippie. Like he lived that hippie life, like we all got that from him. Like his favorite color was my favorite color, orange. Like, and it's just certain people won't make it to that next, like won't we won't get to see these people at our 20-year class reunion, 30-year class reunion, 40, 50. Like we won't get to, I mean, CJ does have kids, but essentially I don't have any kids, so my kids won't grow up. Like it's just a lot of things. Like I'm just ready to start my life. I'm ready to walk into my new life. This shit is crazy. Like I'm sorry, because I did not get on here to do all of this. I'm worrying about materialistic shit that don't even matter. Like, but it has to matter because why? The government says it does. So we have to abide by these stupid ass rules and pay these dumb ass taxes and pay for food. Like, what, Orlando Brown? You're making us pay for grapes, apples, stuff that God gave us for free. Like, I'm tired of living in lack. But I'm staying optimistic about now, about what is to come, about my future. Like, it is a slow fucking burn. Do you hear me? It is a slow burn trying to really allow God to take his time with you. But his timing is better than your timing. His planning is better than your planning. Okay? Bro. One of my favorite people in life is my brother, y'all. Like, if you didn't know, now you know. Like, I have a few favorite people in my life, but one of my favorite people that's actually related to me is my brother. It's just certain people that I really wouldn't know what I would do without. And this is just bringing me back to last year when I almost took my own fucking life, bro. I was that low last year. I was that low. I was that low. I was that low. I was that low that I almost took my fucking life, bro. And when I actually sat with myself in that very moment, I, I knew it had to be God, because I said, girl, what would your nieces do without you? What would your brother do without you? What would your friends do without you? Like, what would life be without you? Like, you would hurt so much more people if you left. You have to stay. And then also you have to stay for you. You have to stay because that's what the devil wants you to do. Y'all, when I say my soul is tired, and it's still tired, my spirit is tired. And I did not come on here to do this. And I know, me looking at my life and just thinking like, girl, you need to be grateful. I am so grateful. But me saying but would contradict everything. So am I really grateful? But my spirit and my, cause when I say, one of the only times where I felt like I was headed in the right direction was when I became a massage therapist and I got my license, and I was going through school, and I found joy in it. I found purpose with it. But then I had to use that as a tool to survive. And in that, I felt burnout. Like, I damn near didn't want to do that shit no more, because every time I felt like I was getting out of that whole survival. Like, I want to live. I do not want to survive. I do not want to survive. I want to live. And my energy and my aura is still tired. Not even gonna yai. But I have never been as low. I have yet still not been as low as I have last year in August. Or last August. Because that was when I had that moment of weakness. And It's a new year. It is 2025. I will be 30 this year. A change has to come. Like, I cannot wait to come back and tell y'all how life is when I get to like actually live it, because I know it may look like, oh, I was having fun, or I was doing this, I was doing that. A lot of the stuff that I have brought to my channel or have done in life, it has to keep me fucking sane. It has to been to keep me sane. But now I know God is asking more of me. And in doing that, I know I have to do more of the hard things. Okay? So I'm gonna keep showing up, because that is one of the fucking hard things. I've isolated myself so much, and not because I isolated myself, because I truly and really want to change. I truly and really want to grow, which is another reason why it's just like the military literally forcing me to do that. But shit, life is forcing me to do that. Life forces you to do that every day. But you know, sometimes you need help in reality. When you got people around you, and no shade to them, they're just doing the best that they know how to do. Just coasting and cruising. And it's like I be wanting to fight life. I be wanting to fight life to live it. Like, I don't know. But I really do hope this makes sense to somebody. I hope that y'all don't give up on life. I hope that y'all keep fighting. I hope that it gets better. Like, because it will. It will get better essentially. It has no choice but to get better, right? And it's so crazy. Like a while ago, this is a while ago. I talked to my sister and we had a conversation, and she asked me. She said, "Have you ever tried to like, or did you want to ever?" And mind you, I hadn't talked to my siblings, one of my siblings, since 2020 when I lived in Florence. She was like, "Have you ever tried to like kill yourself, or you thought about it?" And I told her, and she just looked at me. She was like, "I could tell you in pain. Like, I see it on you." She was like, "I need you to get your money together and leave South Carolina and never come back." And she cried because she my sister and she loved me. So, which is another side. I'm not gonna say that I've never felt like she loved me, but she, we are more. I feel like we're more alike than any of my other siblings are, as far as how we carry ourselves and shit like that. But I do feel lighter after talking about all of that. Um, and those messages that I got that came through. So, because I'm tired of these jobs playing with me. So, over the past week, I don't know if I told y'all this, but I filed an appeal with my last job. The one that fired me the week before Thanksgiving when I came on here and I was walking the bridge. and I told y'all that I had got fired. So I was trying to get some unemployment benefits because I mean it was the end of the year. It was hard as fuck to find a job, and a lot of jobs like closed their hiring windows. So excuse me, if you wanted to start working, it wasn't gonna be till January. So I filed for unemployment because my goal was to get on unemployment, use them funds to pay my bills continuously, train when the time comes, join the military, which actually would have worked out because now that I'm thinking about it, my little payment schedule actually would have been from November, January to about March. And knowing what I know now, that actually would have been perfect. But so yeah. Um yeah, so they denied my benefits. So I filed an appeal and I had a little hearing or whatever with the lady at the main office, and I basically told her like I feel like I was fired to like they made me to make an example to show people that they can use their little weak ass system to get people fired because nobody even stays long enough anyway. Like the job has a high turnover rate. They can't never keep nobody. We used to be in there working sometimes with 5 to 7 people. So I feel like how are you going to fire me for something and I'm literally looking at somebody else do as I'm walking to you so that you can fire me? So I basically plead my case and I told them all of that, and the lady was like, we'll let you know, we're gonna send a letter out, whatever. So I don't know how that's gonna go, honestly, because she kept asking me, because I got fired over me being on my phone. So I don't know how it's gonna go because the lady kept asking me, were you aware of the policy? Like she just kept trying to reiterate that, but it's like, girl, it does not. The phone was something small. That was something that they could use to get me out of there. But let's talk about the bigger picture. Anyway, so that's that. And then me and my coworker from my last job have both filed complaints with the Labor Licensing and Registration Board to get our funds. She there so she was working at least 2, maybe almost 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks, and he's not trying to pay her for training pay even though she had already went solo. But my thing is, y'all need to specify, is training pay me working for 2 full weeks, or wait, no, is guaranteed getting training pay me working a full 2 weeks, or is it you train for that week and go solo? Because the person that trained me, her goal was typically to have everybody solo by that Friday. So that Monday, so starting Friday, Saturday, you'll be going solo. So yeah, so they're not trying to pay her training pay, and they're not trying to pay me my commission that I made when I know for a fact I have 3 sales. One was a phone and 2 was internet. Every time I text them about where's my money, they're like, oh, you'll have it next week. It's 2 weeks out. Oh, you'll have it next week. Oh, something wrong with ADP. You'll have a check this week if you have. Bitch, stop playing with me. So, but when he fucked up, I wish like this is what kind of pissed me off about the labor and licensing situation. So when the people um sent out the message to let him know that he was going to be investigated, he texted Kaylee back saying, I will pay you if you drop the complaint. I don't want this to go, basically I don't want this to go any further than it is. So she sends it to the laboring people, and they said it is not our job to force your employer to pay you. Whatever you decide to do is between you and him. So what the fuck is the purpose of y'all then? So, child. So I don't understand that. So today I got a message saying, do I have my offer letter and do I have the paper stating that I get commissions? And I sent that to her. So yeah, I'm just sick of these jobs playing with me, bro. That's another reason why I'm like, if I go to a job where I have to embrace the suck regardless, but it's guaranteed pay, I'll take that over y'all thinking y'all can fucking play with me, you know? So yeah, cause right now, child, mm, I just don't know. I'm just trying to continuously let God have it, let Him intervene in my life, because things could be worse. They absolutely and positively could be worse. But I'm also tired of suffering. In my form of suffering, okay? I ain't too bad off where I am, but not in ways you would think, or not in ways. Just I'm just tired of suffering. Okay, I'm just tired of suffering, feeling like I'm never gonna get on the right track, or feeling like things are not gonna align. Like I'm just sick of that shit. Okay, so I'm trying to stay optimistic. I'm trying to do things that make me happy. Which I'm so happy that I actually came on here and did this live, because this was not planned. But y'all got to see a vulnerable side of me, and I got to get it all out. I got to get it all out. I got to get it all out. So I'm happy about that. So I think I might go in the house now. I really wanted some sunflower seeds though. Dang, I wanted some sunflower seeds. I've been feeding for sunflower seeds for a week. And it's the regular ones, y'all. It's the David's original. Like, I really only be eating original seeds now. Like, I don't like the last ones, they too thin. But but yeah. I'm just looking at nature doing this thing. But yeah, but that also leads me to this career path that I want to go down. Um, which kind of ties everything that I love together. But I don't really want to disclose that because that's kind of personal. But just know it deals with mental health, it deals with creativity, and it deals with expression. Um, so yeah, it's something that I really feel like fits me, because I just want to be living life doing what I love, child. Even if they gotta come with me putting up with shit. I ain't even gonna say that. Cause you know you gotta pay the bills. You gotta pay the bills, child. Um but everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna get handled. I'm about to go in the house before I lose too much. I mean, the sun is gone. What am I to say? Before it gets too dark in here. So yeah, it's your girl B Rose, aka Black Rose, coming to you with another exclusive. Please like, comment, and subscribe down below. Okay, show me some love, and I'm gonna keep showing up for y'all. See y'all later.